everybody, welcome back to Record-ology. How about a CD player that also doubles as a very cool way to display album artwork? You're not going to want to miss this. Welcome back to the studio. All right, so I had big plans for the set. I was going to put the new Lego jukebox right in the middle and power it on with the lights and all that cool stuff. And then it disintegrated in my hands. And the more I worked on it, the more it fell apart. So it's now in a box full of pieces. And I don't know if it'll ever come back to its former glory. But today we are here to review a CD player. We got some really cool CD player stuff coming over the next couple of weeks. And if you're a CD player fan, you will definitely want to be a part of it. And this is sort of the first in that journey. Okay, let's take a closer look here. Packaging, I always say, is on point. But man, packaging lately has just gotten so good. I'm so glad we're past the era of these things, where this one isn't, as heinous as they got, but they got to the point where you would cut yourself opening them, and that's just not good. And the idea is it prevents loss in a retail scenario. However, we're not really buying a lot of electronics in retail scenarios anymore, so we can go back to presentation boxes, which is what I believe this is called. CP1 Instant Disc Audio KM5. And if we flip it around, we got the sticker there, made in China, CP1-00 to be in black. It's also available in white. So I think, as we'll cut this seal here, let's see. I think black and white were the only two colors they offered it in. Okay, I mean, there's not much going on here setup-wise. It's in this little carton piece. And let's pop it out. It's in there tight, good grief. Okay, there's the device. Here is the paperwork. And let's take a look at what we got. Yeah, it's very, all of this is in another language, which I'm going to naively say is Chinese, considering it was made in China. Hopefully I'll be able to figure it out with the pictures and my vast experience working with CDs. All right, it's just in an open-ended bag, and here it is. We've got a protective film on top. Let's go and pull. I'm not trying to be, silly about it, but it literally takes that long to pull it off. So there is the top. Always love filming with mirror-like surfaces. Makes it so fun. Matte plastic finish. The leading edge, as it were. We've got pinhole LED, USB-C. Rotating it around here, this looks to be like a power switch. We have the KM5 branding. Looking at the front edge here, we got a headphone jack, plus and minus for volume, I presume. I don't know what that does yet. Another light, perhaps, and then we got transport controls. I do like this. This is cool, how they're like shapes, kind of punched out. I think that's pretty slick. Nothing on this side. Looking on the bottom now. Okay, what do we got here? Two rubberized strips, top and bottom, mounting holes for putting this on your wall. I did not see any mounting hardware, so I guess it's up to you to figure out how to do that. I really don't know, but it didn't seem to come with anything else. I think there's a protective, no, I guess not. I was gonna say I think there's a protective film thing on this, but there's not. If we look here, so we got a switch here to change between the repeat functionality modes and the hold and unhold switch there as well. So okay, it is plastic construction, but it seems like it's well built. I love the fact that they've got metal inset for those mounting pieces right there. Now to unlatch the device, I'm assuming that's what this guy is. Okay. I was not expecting it to hinge up from that angle. Okay, also, what is this? Is that like an LED light array? And why is it there? There's nothing on the flip side for it to shine through. That is so weird. Here is the actual disc transport molded into the lens. It says, do not touch the disc. There's a little finger opening here so you can get leverage on the disc. Nothing specific for 3-inch discs, although you wouldn't really need it. And then the turntable itself has, I feel like, a No, I thought that might be a rubber lining. There's not. It's a snap-on spindle. And then the bottom side here, it looks like this plastic lens, almost like it could pop off. I'm not 100% sure. So clearly I need to read up a bit about this, and we'll test it out too. So I misspoke earlier. It's actually written in Japanese. So I guess this was released in Japan originally, and folks have said that they've also received this unit without the English instructions, but they're not really necessary. So I also realized that this is actually an LED display that shines through the plastic, which is interesting. Also, I don't know if this shows up on camera, but the plastic here where it's supposed to shine through is maybe a little thinner, or it's got a different finish to it, but somehow it's going to shine through there. And the whole idea is that this is supposed to kind of look like a Polaroid photograph. And that's why there's a larger area down there. And you can put your album artwork on the back of this. Oh, there it is. It popped out. And that's probably why that wasn't centered up, because it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to attempt to insert some album artwork into this. I personally would not do this. This is not, that doesn't appeal to me, but let's see how hard this is. It can't be too hard. Shouldn't be too hard to get this in here. Line this up here. You put the album artwork in there. Okay. It took a little bit of doing, but you know, that actually is kind of cool. You know what this would be really cool for, I feel like, is if there was an artist, like an independent music artist, and they wanted to demonstrate their album, set up like little listening stations with headphones. That actually looks kind of cool. Okay, I'm a little bit more impressed with that than I thought I would be, because I was just thinking about that as a, you know, and it's not too difficult to get in. All right, with a little translation help from ChatGPT, I think I know how to power this on. By the way, that mystery button, kind of shaped like a B, is Bluetooth. Apparently the play pause button doubles as the power switch. So I'm going to try it again. Then in this case, it's just dead. And there were no cables included. There's no USB charging cable or anything, so I'm just gonna plug it in and let it charge. It's odd that it would ship it dead like that. So I charged it up for a while, and it should have enough charge now to turn on. So I'm going to press and hold the play button as indicated, and it's coming to life. All right, making some progress here. And then look, you can see that display there. Interesting. It shines right through the plastic. Okay, we're making progress. All right, let's go ahead and take this cord here, and we'll plug it into the back of this M90 Mini to use as a speaker for now. Let me press and hold, wake this thing up. Actually don't know how charged this is. We'll find out together. Starts off with Bluetooth, goes to radio, and then the third mode is line input. Okay. All right, I'm gonna turn the volume down for now so we can kind of play with the functionality. And this is weird. Okay, I'm starting to understand now. So the idea is you've got it standing like this, either on a wall or maybe even on a table. I was wondering why these looked upside down. Well, now it's because I realized you're supposed to access them from the top. So we've got left, play, pause, right, stop, Bluetooth, and then volume. Okay. Goes up to 20 for the volume. We'll do like 18 for like line level. And we can skip forward. I was wondering how conducive to a portable, like a regular, something like this, where the sole purpose is to take it on the go and listen with your headphones is. I think it would work for that. It's got shock protection. I mean, this is all being buffered into RAM. You could shake the heck out of it. I don't know if it's lossy RAM or lossless RAM, but yeah, you can do that. So it's going to read the disc, and then at some point the disc will stop spinning, but the music will still come out because it's buffered it all. So it's reading it faster than real time. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, it's very bare bones in terms of functionality. There's no programmability. It does have the repeat, so we can adjust either repeat 1, repeat all, I believe, there on the back. And either look at the disc spinning or put your album art in there and look at that spinning. I don't know why this wouldn't be a good portable unit. It's kind of sharp on the corners. It's a very modern look to it, though. My son would love this, so I'm thinking that I'll probably give it to him. He also has that frame CD player we reviewed a few months ago, and it's just perfect for his house. It looks perfect in there. Let's try an MP3 disc. It says that it does MP3s as well, so I happen to have an MP3 CD. This is a Kurt Knock auction radio show that he does. These are really cool. But let's go ahead and pop that bad boy in there. See what we get here. This is MP3 format. And hopefully we get some sound. It's thinking. Sometimes it takes a little longer to think. It says 15. I don't know what that means. Folders or files. And there we go. Yes.
Transcribed from Fort Knox, this is the Vintage Record Auction 71 Bidder Request Show.
Those are great, by the way. Very, very entertaining. All right. Well, it does have Gapless Playback. Now we know. Let's try the Bluetooth out connectivity. I'm going to remove this wire and remove it from here, and I'm going to connect these devices using Bluetooth. I pressed and held the Bluetooth button. It's in pairing mode. I believe that the boombox Bluetooth speaker device is well, and hopefully they will connect. There they go. All right, friend of the channel, Laura Ainsworth's album, You Asked For It. Let's go ahead and spin that up. We should be able to hear it over Bluetooth. Skip through a couple tracks. Completely wireless. Really good anti-shock protection.
Time and again I've longed for adventure. There's a saying old says that love is blind. Still we're often told.
Really impressive anti-skip. Okay, time for a direct feed. If you've got headphones, put them on. Here we go.
Love and glory, a case of do or die. I've never met you, yet never. Once upon a time, a boy with moonlight in his eyes put his hand in mine.
Okay. Final thoughts. I like it. I think it's cool. It's pretty pricey. It is edging up towards $200. So keep that in mind. That being said, it sounded beautiful. It was very, very phenomenal. I don't have any idea what DAC is used in this. It's probably an integrated system on a chip type, I would guess. I could be wrong. It's got a fantastic anti-skip buffer. I don't know if that's lossless or lossy. I know both types are employed. Bluetooth connection was easy and simple. From what I understand, it's a Bluetooth 5.0, so it probably is an aptX. Needs to be verified, but that would be my guess. For Bluetooth connections, I think it's very adequate. I was surprised how cool the artwork looked inside. I thought that was really slick, and I showed some pictures and some videos to my son, and he's like, absolutely, I want this thing. So I am going to be sending it to him, and he'll really, really enjoy it. And I think it can work as just a portable. Just realize that these controls are upside down and the display is over here. Very simple display, just shows track numbers, no remaining time, any of that stuff. It is rechargeable lithium ion. I think that was pretty obvious. There's a battery indicator LED right there as well. And there's no programmability. There's no EQ controls. That being said, the sound that it made was very good. I liked the sound. It sounded warm and lush and not harsh at all. It was a really good sounding little CD player. So if this fits the bill, especially if you like the idea of a display piece, I don't think I'd put this on the wall. I think I'd just use it, as a vertical display CD player, kind of like that. It's kind of a space saver in a way because it's so thin and it won't take up much desk space at all. And you've got it connected via Bluetooth or even hardwired headphones, and you're good to go. All right, my friends, and that's going to do it. I'll go ahead and put links down below. I know it's expensive, but it is cool. So if this lines up with what you want, what you have to spend budget-wise, then there may not be any reason not to do this. It's very, very cool. It sounds good. It does what it sets out to do, and I think it does it well. Let me know in the comments down below what your current favorite portable CD player is. Also, don't forget about our merchandise, our podcast, our Amazon store, custom adapters, etc., and our $1 membership program. We would love to have you along for the journey there, exclusive content, etc. But my friends, that's going to do it for today. So happy record hunting, and we'll see you next time.